Welcome to Lingua Latina Tutorials with Mr. K. This is chapter 34, lesson 1 exercises. Here we have practice with the form of fore, which is a contracted form of futurum esse, or futurum, futuram, futuros, futuras, and futura esse, all of the accusative singular forms. So in indirect speech, like he says that he will be or she will be, this is the future active infinitive form of sum, and often gets contracted as fore. So, looking over here, we have some practice with this. Marcus promittit se bonum puerum blank. Marcus promises that, indirect speech, he, subject, accusative, he will be a good boy. So he promises that in the future, and this is the contracted form fore, which is the equivalent of futurum esse here, because futurum esse agrees with bonum puerum. So let us all hope, we all hope that our fatherland will be safe. And so we want fore here in the indirect speech, and what this agrees with is patriam salvam, that our fatherland, so we need futuram esse. Nautae vento secundos blank sperant. The sailors are hoping that the winds will be good, that there will be good or favorable winds, and this is fore or futuros esse. Okay, finish the rest of those exercises and we will go on to exercise 2. Exercitium secundum, qui hominis surdo fabulum narrat, blank suam perdit. A person who tells a story to a deaf man, surdo, he loses his blank. And here we learn the new word for it. He loses his effort, his work, because the deaf man can't hear him. Perdit means to lose. Medicus blank suo blank miserum is the equivalent of miserum. Puerum blank, and here we have the word equivalent to vulneravit, cum ei sanguinem mitteret. The doctor wounded, we need the word for wounded here, and then we need the poor little boy with his, what did he wound him with? He wounded him with his scalpello, with his little knife, his scalpel. And the wretched boy, we learned a new word for miserum, which was misellum, and another word for vulneravit, to wound, which was laedera, laci. When you use the correct form, the perfect principal part, so it's licit, when he let out his blood. Pueris ludentibus Paulum interest inter blank et blank, a word that means pugnam. When boys are fighting, with boys fighting, here's our ablative, present tense ablative absolute. While boys are fighting, there is a little difference, Paulum interest, between, we want here a game and a fight. So inter a ludum and a certamen. Excuse me. Okay, finish those up and let's go on to exercise 3. Exercitium tertium. So quid Aemilia Fabiae narrat? Aemilia narrat de filio suo Quinto et medico. So she tells about her son Quintus and the doctor. And you could add like qui sanguinem ei misit, who let out his blood. Here we have Aemilia Fabiae narrat de casu Quinti, concerning the misfortune or the trouble of Quintus. Okay, so go through the rest of those exercises, and when you're done, head back to lesson 2.